Hello everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today is the debut, Donkey Kong Bananza, a Game of the Year nominee, and that's why it's here, because I'm doing a series of videos on Game of the Year nominees for 2025. We are listening to two songs and a bonus one that I decided to throw in because I'm so nice and cool. The first one is Banandium Refinery, Canyon Layer, followed by, oh, spoilers, Banandium Root Tower, Gangplank Galleon. Both are from the channel The Ambi Gamer. And then, just because I felt like it, I decided to throw in the original, which was also requested, of Gangplank Galleon from Donkey Kong Country. I wasn't going to do this normally, but it's the same song and it's requested, so. But I'm going to do something a little different, and I'm going to hear the original last, just because. Requested by Raf, random hobo that you walked past. I always laugh at that name. And Azzy, thank you very much. This is the debut of Donkey Kong Bananza, Game of the Year nominee. I don't know the composers. I don't know if David Wise is associated with this. Probably. Banandium Refinery, Canyon Layer. I'm not going to look up anything until after this first song. Although already, dude, Nintendo music is just like... There's a reason it has its own app, okay? It's pretty damn good. So I'm guessing Canyon Layer is the location. Ooh. It's so filled with our adventure already. Two guitars, left and right channel. Okay, I can see the refinery part. I can't see the canyon layer part. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe canyon layer is the world, and the refinery is the stage. Also, I have no idea who that is. I still have yet to play a Donkey Kong game. Maybe someday soon. No bias? The electric guitar sounds really cool in this song. It's very subtle. This looks like a movie poster. Is there a Donkey Kong movie? I feel like Donkey Kong would be a great movie series. Oh, it's fading out. Oh no. Okay. I don't want to talk too much because I want to keep the jive alive. I just came up with that right now. Okay. Cool. Great debut. I mean, honestly, Donkey Kong music... Obviously, Nintendo is always exciting for me because I didn't grow up with Nintendo, so I'm always like, ooh, you know, here's that console family that I never associated with. But Donkey Kong has just been like solid the whole time. Donkey Kong Country, the Diddy Kong stuff. I just heard some of the Wii U game. I can't even think of what it's called, but the Wii U Donkey Kong game, that was amazing. I'm going to assume this is David Wise, because I think he's like the composer when it comes to the series. But let me see if it says here. It says here, this is the soundtrack, Canyon Layer, Banandium Refinery from Donkey Kong Bananza, property. Okay, it doesn't say. It does not say. Maybe you guys can fill me in. I don't know, you know, because I didn't grow up with David Wise, but I know that he has a very prolific, you know, musical ear and ability. So maybe. This game is still kind of new, right? Well, obviously, it's been Game of the Year. I have to remind myself doing these series of videos that like, oh yeah, all these songs, all these games came out this year, which is like pretty rare here. But okay, Banandium. There's obviously a big emphasis on banana, right? Bananza, Banandium Refinery, Canyon Layer, and I'm gonna assume this is related. Banandium Root Tower. Okay, my guess is this song leads up to this, which is Gangplank Galleon. Okay. No info on this one either. Let's get into it. And then we're going to hear the original after, which is... I'm excited for that too. Okay. Do I have anything to say about that first song? Hold on. I forgot. Let's see. Actually, yeah. It gave me a very Earthworm Jim feel, now to think about it. That kind of cartoonish, serious but not serious sound. If you've ever played Earthworm Jim 1 or 2, you know what I'm talking about. Except this is way more musical prowess. Not to say Earthworm Jim's wasn't, but this has just way more going on. This has like a lot more musicality to it, a lot more function, and a lot of cool dynamics. I think that was the thing that stood out to me. Yeah, the dynamics. Meaning, in this case, the electric guitar, where it was clearly heard, but it was super like low in the mix, and it was meant as more of a flavor, and I really enjoyed that. You know, as someone who plays that instrument all day, every day, it's nice to hear it be taken back sometimes. It's not always supposed to be up front, so that was really, really cool. But yeah, let's go into, oh no, the Gangplank Galleon Banandium Root Tower. Banandium? Okay. Let's go. Ooh. I'm sensing a shift. It went from like happiness getting... Oh, it's getting darker. Well, I call that. Okay, let's take the chord progression and turn it into a chug chug. It sounds like the Killer Instinct theme song. Jokes aside, very melodic. Oh, that's catchy as hell, dude. That's gonna get stuck in my head. And it's harmonized? You know, between this and the last song, this soundtrack has a very like 90s feel to it. I wonder if that was intended. Oh, we're getting kind of neoclassical here. I just noticed something. The artwork goes from like modern to pixelated. Kind of further curious about the 90s thing. What? Oh god, this soundtrack is dope. It's perfectly colored. It's not too much of anything. One of the requesters for this and I share a common interest in a band, and I'm hearing it all over this. And they're a little band from Finland called Children of Bodom. I can definitely hear the interest in it. Just imagining some like yow yow over it. This is sick. Same tempo, by the way, just double time. Okay, so they're establishing that motif big time. There's like 2 motifs or 3 in this song. That's cool. The way it drops immediately back to halftime. I noticed Kirby, Mario, and Donkey Kong, and probably other Nintendos, they really balance like the childlike essence of music with modern, whatever's happening. Like, it's reminding you, like, it's still a video game. This is how you get kids into metal. Okay. I'm not going to talk too much because I have another one to listen to, but damn. Well, it sounded nothing like the first song. So maybe they're not related. The Banandium Refinery. Maybe Banandium is just the whole entire universe of this place. There is something to be said, though. Like, it took me a while to realize that this artwork, like if you look at the white lines, it's HD, and then outside it's pixelated. I don't know if you can see it here, but like it's pixelated. Same exact image. So the rocks, I don't know what's happening here. I don't know, what's he doing? He's smacking a rock? I don't know what's going on. I still don't know who that character is. But I feel like what I just heard is about to be heard coming up. Because that intro sounded like a callback. And I have a big feeling that as soon as I click play on the next one, we're going to hear a very toned down version of that. Obviously, it's not going to be... there's no way in hell it's metal. Maybe, but I doubt it. But we're going to hear... Dun, da, da, dun, da, 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 da. But that beginning of this one sounded like it was actually like sampled. It sounded older. Not meant to sound older, it sounded older. It sounded like they took that and put it in, because then it just warped into the modern age. Obviously really good. I'm a big fan of double kick drums, harmony electric lead guitars. That was great. That was cool, and it was very catchy. But I want to hear the original. I want to see where it came from. And let me know if it exists somewhere else too, or maybe even this is not the original. I don't know. There's a lot of Donkey Kong games. Let me know if this goes back even further. By the way, this is from the channel Joe's VGM Party. This is Donkey Kong Country, which we got David Wise, Evelyn Novakovic, and Robin Beanland. So it's rare. Let me know who actually did this song, or if it's all 3 of them. This one is just called Gangplank Galleon from Donkey Kong Country. What is this supposed to be? Like Holland? Like what's this rhythm here? Oh. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, so it's, oh wow. I had it way off. That's a sick melody, dude. I love the limitation sound of it. Oh wait, how funny that I said it sounded like Killer Instinct. I'm pretty sure... Wasn't Robin Beanland part of Killer Instinct? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. There's a good chance the composer for this also did... well, it was associated with Killer Instinct. Two different worlds. But I think it was Rare. There's a connection there. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't grow up with Donkey Kong and I didn't grow up with Killer Instinct. I just know of them. This is a really cool song for beginner musicians because there's a lot of ear training here. This is easy in a very effective way. And then the lead is... You can learn this by ear. If you have a guitar, or a kazoo, or harmonica, or a keyboard, try learning this. It's easier than you think. Whether it's the rhythm or the lead. And then challenge yourself with this. Like that, for example. That was the same note over and over. This is a good challenge. If you were all my students right now, I would tell you to learn this as their homework. Man, this game sounded way ahead of its time. Before I start yapping. Sounds like a fairground or something. Like I just entered a theme park. Okay, so it's redone. Okay, well, I mean, I don't know if I was close or far off, but I feel like I was more far off. Wow. So the Bananza version is a like a retelling of the original, which duh, but they already did it. You know, like they established that formula here. You know what I mean? I thought this was gonna be like very whimsical and just dun da da dun da da da, and then the other one was just like a metal version. It was essentially copy and pasted, just obviously mixed newer. You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying. Because at first the Bananza version sounded like it's like here's the source material and we're gonna go with it, but the first one went with it. That's sick. That's really really cool. They were ahead. I'm telling you, they were ahead of the curve here. I feel like there's a Mario connection here somewhere because I feel like Mario does this too. I think it was one of the Paper Marios I heard. I forgot which one. Where they made a reference and then immediately shifted to like a metal version of it. But the original didn't have that. This one was like the formula was there. That's really, really cool actually. I'm actually really glad I heard the original. That doesn't always happen. I try to always just go by what I get requested. but also in this case, it was requested. But the requester didn't know I was putting them together. So this is like a bonus for everybody. Um, I feel like Gangplank Galleon or Gangplank Galleon is a song that has probably stuck with you your entire life. Because now that I've heard it, I feel like that to me is the equivalent of like Gourmet Race from Kirby or the Mario theme or like Gerudo Valley. It's very like boom in your brain chemistry forever. You've probably been humming this for a very long time. I don't know if people played Bananza knowing that this was going to be in there. Like some people like look at trailers early on. I'm one of those people that don't look at stuff early. I just start the game and avoid everything. So I'm trying to imagine the glee on someone's face as probably a millennial because millennials have it hard and will continue to have it hard. But I feel very jealous of someone who played this game and then into their 30s with their, icy hot, got surprised by, this version of the song. Whether it's a known thing that they come back to songs all the time or this is a surprise, just the idea, like that's super cool. Bonus points if you already are into the genre of like heavy metal and stuff. But that's what's genius about it. It wasn't like overbearing, Someone who normally wouldn't listen to metal would find joy in that because it's like it's cool. It's not just like it's with purpose. It's all really really cool. So I guess that answers my question. That actually no, it doesn't. If David Wise was part of this one, then technically he composed the other two. The other two are definitely arranged. Let me know. First one, Refinery, is that an original song or is that also, a remaster? Who arranged the root tower of Bananza? And then who composed this one? Because I'm getting very Killer Instinct main theme. And Robin Beelan was part of Killer Instinct and this game. So that's very coincidence? I don't know. Anyways, that's really, really cool. I really enjoyed that. Good luck in the Game of the Year. That's really awesome. I don't know the last time Nintendo won Game of the Year. So that's awesome that it's nominated. Please someone tell me. I have no idea. I don't follow Game Awards. But thank you to all the requesters and everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be without them. That was awesome. That's going to be stuck in my head for the rest of my life. Thanks. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Peace.